Heading to dinner last night, we saw a huge cloud overhead with some nice lightning strikes. We're going to see any more of that today.
We've already been seeing a little bit of lightning out there, dark and early this morning. Here's what's left of that on the radar. You can see these showers really losing their steam upon sliding south past Wickenburg, past Black Canyon City. The rain hasn't quite reached the 303, but it is making a push toward the Buckeye area along the 10. So if you're traveling west out of the valley this morning, and don't be surprised if you run into just a little bit of rain, maybe a quick downpour. For today, I have a 2 from the valley and west on our 12 News exclusive monsoon meter. The highest concentration of storms found across the northern tier of the state, mainly along and north of the rim, with the potential for afternoon storms to slip off of the rim and toward the valley. That's why our dust risk for this evening is high. Foothills area south, interstates 10 and 8. Visibility could drop off and we could get rocked around with wind gusts 40 to 45 miles per hour. So let's time what you're going to find later today past lunchtime. We're going to ignite the first of the afternoon storms north of the rim. These cells will work their way off of the rim southward toward the foothills after 2 o'clock today. I stopped the future cast at 4 p.m. This is when storms are going to be possible for parts of the North Valley, far northern, northwest Maricopa County toward the dinner hours, 6 p.m. And then once we hit 10 o'clock, what's left on the radar, La Paz, Yuma County, that will be fizzling out past midnight. Then we are quieting back down again. Our rainfall footprint within the next week will look like this here, with the highest rainfall amounts found just to the north, east, and even west of the valley. So you're looking at the higher desert locations as always, but our monsoon meter numbers falling off here over these next few days. Still on the higher end for some of us, northern Arizona through the White Mountains on Sunday. Isolated storms still not entirely out of the question valley-wide to close the weekend. By no means are we talking a washout here, all right? Most of us dry all weekend long. It's just something to be mindful of if you have outside weekend plans. Even at Lake Havasu this weekend, isolated storms can't be ruled out. Lake Powell toward Lake Pleasant, toasty time out there, but make sure you're using reapplying sunscreen despite storms in the forecast. Scattered storms this weekend in the high country. Highs today 80s and 90s. Valley highs up to 109 with a 20% storm chance both today and tomorrow. You notice that here on our weather impact forecast. And then past that high heat, it's still hanging on. We're approaching 110 again by Tuesday. And even at Flagstaff, the high country, look for those afternoon highs in the lower 80s.